Hello, dear students. Good morning and welcome to e-lectures. Today we are going to deal with Unit 9 given in your textbook English for Career, and Unit 9 deals with adjectives. A passage is given initially. It starts with a passage and various exercises on adjectives are given for you to practice. So I thought it would be good if I give you a small briefing, not small briefing, a briefing about adjectives so that you can brush up whatever you have did in your previous semester. Now, what are adjectives? What do you mean by adjectives? An adjective, to put in very simple terms or to give a very simple definition, is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Now, what does that mean? Any word that gives an extra information or that gives you a better and a clearer information about a thing can be called as an adjective. I have an example here. A blue bird sits on the tree. So blue is the adjective that qualifies the noun bird. Blue gives us an extra information about the color of the bird. So a blue bird sits on the tree. The adjective as or in terms of the definition that is given and as you can see on the screen is a word that qualifies a noun. So blue is the word that qualifies the noun bird because it provides us an extra information about the bird. Okay, so that is what an adjective is. So an adjective is a word that describes or qualifies or provides an extra information about a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Now, I can give you some more examples. The first example is little Johan is fast asleep. Now, I have highlighted the word little in green to show or to indicate that little is an adjective. Little refers to the size of the child. It tells us what size the child is, whether he is small or he is of what age. You can actually gauge or understand to what age he belongs by looking or by from the word that is given there, little. So little Johan is fast asleep. Little tells about the size of the child and hence is an adjective that qualifies or gives us extra information about the child Johan. And mind you, the word child is not mentioned in the sentence. And how do you understand that Johan is a child? We understand it from the adjective little. Little Johan is fast asleep. Now coming to a pronoun, because in the definition I told you, an adjective is a word that qualifies a noun or a pronoun. It can even be a pronoun. Now she is a naughty girl. Now here the word naughty describes the character or quality of the pronoun she. She is a pronoun. It can be any girl. It's a pronoun used here. And therefore, the word naughty describes the quality or the character of the pronoun she or the girl. And now coming to another example, two boys are playing football. Now what about the word two? It's an adjective again. It tells about the number of boys who are playing football. So it refers to the word two, the adjective two refers to the quantity or number. So adjectives have different functions. They can qualify a noun or pronoun. They can also tell us how much or the quantity of something. Thus the words little, naughty and two, it tells us something about the nouns child, girl and boys. Hence, words that describe or give additional information about nouns or pronouns are called as adjectives. So to say adjectives, they give us answers to various questions that we raise. What kind of a person he is, or what color is the bird, what is the size of the football, or what is the size of the child, how much of rice is left in the plate. So adjectives give answers to questions about various things about kind, about color, size, quality, etc. So any answer that clarifies your question can be considered to be an adjective. So adjectives help us to gain additional information about the noun or a pronoun. Then, an adjective appears at various positions in sentences. It can appear at various places. Now, which are the places where an adjective can be placed? First one, you can place an adjective before a noun. It can be placed before a noun. For example, Sally eats soft cakes. Now, soft is a word that describes or that describes or mentions the quality of the cake. What kind of cake or what kind of cakes does Sally eat? Sally eats soft cakes. So soft comes before the noun cake. So that is one place where you can place an adjective. Then it can be placed after the noun. I like reading books of adventure. Here, adventure is the adjective or the word that gives us more information about the noun book. What kind of book? That's not fiction, but rather adventures, books of adventure. They are not love stories, but rather books of adventure. So here, the word adventure or the adjective adventure comes after the noun books. So I told you there are various positions where you can place adjectives. One, it can be placed before a noun. Then it can be placed after the noun, and it can also come after the linking verb. And now what is a linking verb? Any forms of be. The verbs that are formed from be is, was, and then what? Is, was, are, were. All these are called as linking verbs. So it can also come after a linking verb, as in okay, I haven't, yeah, his photographs are funny. I have given an example here. His photographs are funny. So, are is the verb form of be, and are is the verb included in the sentence. And funny is connected to photographs using the linking verb are. His photographs funny will not provide us a sensible sentence. So, what has been added there? A linking verb has been added in the sentence. His photographs are funny. So are is the linking verb that connects the noun photographs with the adjective funny. What kind of photographs? His photographs are funny. They are funny photographs. So funny is the adjective that comes after the linking verb are. And there is a fact that you have to note. An adjective that appears or comes after a linking verb can describe either a noun or a pronoun. It can also describe a pronoun, as in she is intelligent. So is the linking verb that connects she and the adjective intelligent, because intelligent is an adjective that tells something about the pronoun she. So this is a fact that you have to remember. Linking verbs can describe adjective that appears or comes after a linking verb. They can describe either a noun or a pronoun. So I gave you the definition of an adjective. I have given you plenty of examples, and I told you the various positions where adjectives can appear. Now next is these adjectives. They are also called as sense words. Why? Because they tell us how something looks, sounds, smells, feels or tastes, making the description about the noun clearer. They give us extra information. They give us clearer information about the noun, and therefore these adjectives are also called as sense words. Now look at the picture and the description that has been given there. Bright yellow stars sparkled in the black sky. Bright stars. Bright itself is an adjective that tells about stars, but bright yellow stars, it gives us a clearer information about the color of the stars. How bright they are. They are yellow in color. They are shining yellow. So bright yellow stars sparkled in the black sky. It's not the blue sky, it's the black sky. So it gives us extra information about the sentence. It gives us extra information. Yellow provides a clearer information about stars, and black, it tells about the condition of the sky, so that you can understand that against the black backdrop the stars are shining yellow. The color becomes even brighter. So that is why adjectives are called as sense words, because they tell us how something looks, sounds, smells, feels, or tastes, which means they give us an extra bit of information about a noun. Okay, now basically there are two types of adjectives. Adjectives are divided basically into two. They are called as determiners and descriptive adjectives. What are determiners? These are words that you make use of on a daily basis. This is my book. That is my pen. So look at that. This, that, these, what, which, you, and the, all these determiners also become adjectives. This is the car I was talking to you about. This is the book I want you to read, because this provides more information, or it pinpoints to one particular object. It pinpoints a book. It pinpoints a noun. Therefore, determiners also become adjectives. Then what about descriptive adjectives? They are things that we use every day. Oh, Preeti is is a very beautiful girl. Preeti is a very beautiful girl. So beautiful is a descriptive adjective. It provides a description about the noun Preeti. The cake is sweet. The cake is sweet. Here again we have is, which is a linking verb connecting the noun cake and the adjective sweet. So words that give or that have descriptive quality are called as descriptive adjectives. So we have two types of adjectives, determiners and descriptive adjectives. And moving on, there are various types of adjectives. One is adjective of quality. Adjectives of quality, they tell us about the quality of a person. They tell us about, it gives us a description about the character of a person, as we looked at the first sentence, the first example, she is a naughty girl. So naughty is a quality. And then we have smart, kind, she's a kind person. Ram is very clever. Then beautiful, lovely, all these are adjectives of quality. They tell us about the quality. Then what about adjectives of quantity? It tells the number, little, some, few, much, 20. All these tell about the number or quantity. And we have another specification, adjectives of number. In fact, adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number in fact go together. But why do we have adjectives of number as such? Because it tells about specific number. A pair is considered, a pair consists of two things. So it can be called as a pair. We have a couple. Similarly, we have other words that signify numbers. Okay, so numbers that can be counted comes under adjectives of number. 20 children went for the picnic. So 20 is a specific number. It can be counted. Similarly, we have adjectives of number that can be associated with uncountable nouns as well. It doesn't matter. So adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number almost go together. And then we have interrogative adjectives. Which is your house? Then, where, why, when? When did the event happen? So when you want an answer, a specific answer about something, when you want to have a specific information about something, these words, these WH words become interrogative in nature, and then they are called as interrogative adjectives. And then we have demonstrative adjectives. These mangoes are sweet, those are unripe. So it gives us a distinction between the set of mangoes kept on one side and the set of mangoes kept on the other side. These mangoes kept here, they are sweet, whereas those are not ripe, they are sour. So this, that, those, these are called as demonstrative adjectives. They pinpoint to specific things. And then we have exclamatory adjective. How good of you, how charming you are. So it exclaims, it gives an extra boost to what you say. So they are called as exclamatory adjective. Then we have degrees of comparison. where we have positive, comparative, and superlative degrees, where positive pinpoints the lower scale and superlative the higher scale. When I give you the examples, it becomes easy for you. We have big, bigger, biggest, big, and a higher degree bigger, and the highest, biggest. And look at beautiful, more beautiful, and most beautiful. Beautiful has two syllables, and therefore you cannot say beautifuler, and therefore it becomes more beautiful and most beautiful. Then we have small, smaller, smallest, tall, taller, and tallest. So this